for a while. Yeah, there it is. Sorry guys.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on, licking our wounds from earlier in the week. Of course, there's a few houses gone west on Wednesday. I'm sure Gord Hayter will be giving us an update on
From the previous show Tuesday, which I've been sacked.
Yeah. You can breathe without it now. We weren't too good on Tuesday night, were we?
Well, it was a tricky program, and hopefully that's given us some ammunition to get into this card tomorrow. I mean, that sort of, like determination to do better.
Well, you blokes did sack me on Tuesday. I might have saved us. So anyway, that's another story. Let's get into this day. What a good meeting we've got tomorrow.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of cracking races. Obviously, it's a headline day. The rail's out 3 metres for Randwick tomorrow. There'll be a fairly brisk nor'wester, which sort of is a bit protected because that's behind the grandstand, but it could have some effect on the racing. Obviously, the 3 metre position, we're still looking for horses away from the inside. Still looking for mid to high barriers, or certainly preferring mid to high barriers. And it's a day for the mounting yard, isn't it, Glenn? Because we've got the babies.
We've got the babies in the first 2 races, and we've got some good sprints later on. Yeah, it is a bit of a day for the mounting yard, Brian. We've got all the Waller horses coming off their 3 or 4 barrier trials going in the Metro. Gee, that's a great effort, Chris, getting so many runners in a race and massaging so many owners.
Yeah.
What a great effort. You look at all that. You do the form of that race. How is there any money for this horse the other day? This has all been into this race here. They've all been named at the Metro.
Surely Antonio Giuseppe hasn't been aimed at the Metro.
Well, that's the one that hasn't been aimed at it. So the only thing going for is down the big weight drop.
Oh, my wordy, yes.
But at 2,000, you always said you're looking for 2,400, going into 2,400 today.
Yes, indeed. So,
anyway, let's get to race 1, the babies.
The Jim Crack sees the blue colours favourite Jorda at $2.35. $4.50 is Gay's runner Chain of Fools, one of Gay's runners.
Ridden by Adam Hieronymus and hangs around me, so it is a Chain of Fools.
Leading rider there. $7 Greater Good, $11 Didn't Mention It, 13 Grasslands, 14 Madam Moustache, $19 Lucky Louie, and $19 Mystic Empire. And from the top, should be mentioned that the big stable Snowden's no fillies here.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the story is there, but obviously number 1 will be hiking forward. I wouldn't say it's a particularly fast horse, but it's cranked.
No, it's got barrier 9. It's got no option but to go forward.
Didn't Mention It looks to be an on-pace runner. She's had a hit out at home subsequent to her official 2-year-old appearance.
Yep.
And Jorda, I imagine, shouldn't be too far away.
Looking at them. And Madam Moustache back there in barrier 1, probably 3 back on the fence.
Okay. So you've had a good look at these, Glenn. I'm quite excited that.
I've done all the times. I did all the trials 5 times. I did every single trial, backwards, forwards, looked at everything. And I put my market in before I even looked at the market, and then it wasn't that much different to the market. So,
which is always disappointing, isn't it?
Very disappointing.
Nothing worse than doing a market.
The one horse I priced a lot shorter than the actual market was Madam Moustache, and I put 7s next to it. I thought it looked a sort of. But in your head, see, Waller doesn't train a 2-year-old winner for 6 months every year.
So one day it's going to change.
Yeah,
Are you going to be ahead of the curve here, Glenn?
I think Jordan will win. Unfortunately, I think it's got style. Chain of Fools, he has to burn across from the outside, and does he gas himself? If he doesn't burn across, he's in millions. I think it's quite vulnerable. I was very kind putting 5 to 1 next to it. Didn't Mention It. Couldn't beat Jordan off its first trial. Subsequent trial at home, I thought it really went well. And I thought Grasslands beats Greater Good off their trials, even though Greater Good was short in the market. I was tipping Jordan from Waller, number 8. Obviously, I want to look at these mounting yard male, and I thought 2 and 3 fit in there a little bit. 3's got a bit of style. This whole stable's got a bit of style about it. Friedman. They've got some nice horses. They've got a maiden winner, and later on at Heslin, which is another stylish horse, and it's in a race full of maiden winners. So
yeah, they're the horses to look for. Grasslands cost $420 at the sales.
Yes.
Greater Good $400. Didn't Mention It $400. Of course, Jordan is a homebred. And there was an interesting weanling there. Mystic Empire $200 as a weanling and $140 as a yearling. That's a bit of a disaster, isn't it?
It was $140 as a yearling. What was it as a young horse?
$200.
So they sold it and did 60 before it raced.
Well, hopefully that was a breeder. Eh?
Yeah, the Madam Moustache has got something here. I'm telling you, it was strong on the line the other day, and it was. I could only be Prophet's Choice, but no. Go, what do you help us?
ABC. Jordan on top, I mean, it ran a fairly decent time on the day and could have gone far faster if it wanted to as well. It was a very soft trial. I think it'll be winning. The other two I'm looking at purely because they've had 2 trials and look moderately stylish, and that's number 2, didn't mention it, and number 8, Madam Mustard.
Okay, very similar.
Good thing I think the favourite here, and
Mark,
we'll move right along.
Yeah, Mark might get right into it. Oh, it's got a prognostication on the next. Can't wait to tell you.
Right, the Breeders' Plate is sees Condor Heroes from the Gerald Ryan stable at $2.50, $4.40 Piracy, $7 Khan. Next pick would be $9 the Mission, $15 Showtime, $17 Invader, and $20 Bar.
Juicy race.
Good race, and Condor Heroes looks to have a lot of toe. He ran the fastest time on the day there at the officials and came home quite slowly, so he really sped out.
He did really speed out. Did you notice something about the trial when he jumped? Did you notice?
No. No, that's your job. You're here to tell us, give us
The 2-year-old.
Boom, they're racing. Boom! Missed half length. Missed start half length. There was a real bad chink from the inside. If it does it tomorrow from barrier 10, the race, it will be in the worst spot you've ever seen. If it bounces on the bunny, of course it can win. It can win easily because it's won by 9.3 lengths and run the fastest time. But did miss from an inside draw the other day. And horses, they can have a habit. I'm expecting this horse tomorrow to be about an even money chance to do the same thing. And what I'm saying is if it does do the same thing, it won't win.
Yeah, well, there's some expensive horses here as well, Glenn. 1.1 million for Showtime. Am I sounding like Caroline Searcy? I'm doing a good job, aren't I?
Nice horse. Nice horse.
Big old Caroline there.
Big drawing out the
Can
barrier.
you mention the breeding there too?
Yeah, I sure do. Snitched out for the day.
Is it scopy?
And what line's that?
Is it scopy?
Oh, it'd be a very scopy type.
Very
Glenn.
scopy.
Very scopy. Yeah, 1.1 million Showtime. 525,000 Bowman, 475,000 Invader, and next pick is $280,000.
Khan looks the one here
Opulentus.
to get the nice run from barrier 1.
Oh, sneak! Oh, like drawn but
I'm
run
telling
well,
you,
isn't it?
and that's how it trialled up the inside there. Nice little race this. My big prognostication, which is on the race, is there's a horse in this by Redoute's Choice called Mystic Lad. Now, watching the trial, though, very nice trial. Put 4 hands next to it. But if it's it's a chance to be in the van.
Yeah.
I want to bet now that it does the big helmet left-hand turn. That's a prognostication.
Right.
Watching its feet.
But it didn't wear blinkers in the trial, did it? It's got blinkers on tomorrow.
Well, fucking it needs them too. Don't worry about that. All it wants to do is head left. Under pressure, it's going to go yee-haw. Hopefully, it knocks half the field down. And
that's
there's
why you
Khan
took
on the
him
inside.
down.
I'm telling you, this is a greyhound that wants to go left for sure. Nice little horse. Got a really good action. I quite like the horse. But I'm expecting Mystic Lad, even with the service of Hugh Bowman. Hugh, hang on to the right-hand rein here because this horse wants to head left. I was tipping Khan on the each way base at this stage. Condor's Hero is obviously a very nice horse. I thought Showtime went well, and I thought Perry's horse, it just stunk of the early Perry horse from last year. What was he called?
What, the one that won later, Salerno? Or
No, the two.
I know the one you're talking about.
You know, the 2-year-old.
Oh, the filly,
The
Conchita.
filly, yeah, the Conchita. It stinks like Conchita.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Mission looks to have done a very good job in a race where they've come home particularly slickly. And I was looking at Mission and Piracy. I marked 5-2 Condor Heroes. He seems a bit skinny at 250.
It's
Say,
skinny.
price little Glenn Pollitt.
No, but it's skinny, but it's got to be on top, doesn't it?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. I thought that
Just because it's got to be on top doesn't mean it's the winner.
No. I'm aware of that.
Because you're just a bit favourite. I've got to get you out of your favouritism.
No. Well, look at Sydney Racing. I think
I know.
finding the right favourite is the way to go.
I don't disagree with that.
I thought Showtime's trial was better than Calm's, so on an each way basis, I prefer to be on Showtime than I would Calm.
I thought Showtime's trial was better than Khan's.
Yeah.
But there was a quarter of a length, and once it's in barrier 1, one's got 24.
Yeah.
No, anyway, yeah. But I know exactly what you're talking about. But I can't wait for that horse to run off tomorrow. What's it called again? Misty Lad. Oh, how exciting it's going to be.
So what are you going to say to you when you go?
We lose on the race, but we can all laugh about the fact that
There'll be a massive stewards inquiry after race. Your steward boys, get your pencils all sharpened up, drag Bowman in, and I promise you it won't be his fault.
So what are you going to say to Bowman as he goes past you?
I'm sick of talking to jockeys. They're all fucking still filthy. I mean, the dirty, filthy fuckers. Should I say that?
Really?
I think
That seems a bit.
as if I meant it. dickheads. And as if they care about anybody. I don't want to go there because it gives me the shits talking about.
So that's the Breeders' Plate. Obviously, there don't appear to be any major errors in the market. It's just like, there's a couple of angles there maybe.
Yeah, a couple of little angles. That's why the betting's so exciting, because the betting can change on course on the day, because people have got a couple of links under their sleeves. People know about this. Oh, our horse is gone.
Shin soreness
kicks in, and the market goes. All of a sudden, tennis player turns up, 800,000 on this. It just gets exciting and it's fresh.
I think all I'll be doing is the one Glenn's finds from the mounting yard. I'll be backing each way.
Up you go there.
Solid,
rock.
And then we get to a rock solid Craven Plate. 5 runners to go round.
Talk about it.
We've lost Raw Impulse and Bring Luck, and it somewhat has been posted at $1.60. $3.30 Spirit Gym, $7.50 High World, 21 slow pace, 67 Pinstripe Lane.
Fucking hell.
And it somewhat would appear to take it up. High World might have other ideas. Slow pace, Spirit Gym, blah, 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 blah.
Isn't it so annoying? You look at last week's race, the High World, and you pin it as this horse is legless. You can't find it from the parade. You don't have it in any of your numbers. And then it's in a race tomorrow and you go, check out the second pick. Well, it just does your fucking head in.
Yeah.
I told the world that this was an ant a week ago.
Yeah. And now you're going to back it.
In a $150,000 race tomorrow, and I've got a second pick behind number 1, of course. How weird's that?
Well, it was well back last start too. That's sort of an indication of something, isn't it? But it's a wetty, isn't it? Is it going to rain? It's not going to rain. So.
Yeah, well, so they're going to scratch it, because if a postcode 3, he has to scratch it, doesn't he? He said, we're not going to start it on anything that's firm anymore, but maybe Rosehill's firmer than Randwick. But anyway, the track will be fast.
One's certain, isn't it, boys? Third up, doesn't tick every single box, just absolutely
it
unbeatable.
doesn't really get 2,000 that well, I don't think. That's not, I suppose it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You don't have to get 2,000 this race. After being 1 on top, moral, 3 rough danger, only in a slight leaning, I could probably win on a slow place just with a different form back in distance.
So Glenn, this is 9-4 Spirit Gym. What are you saying about it?
I'm going to my first 3 numbers. I don't know why it's 9-4.
Well, everybody's saying the last 50 metres it was strong through the line out of the same race that It's a Sum Up was in. For me, It's a Sum Up run was far superior. So,
looks a funny price horse, isn't it? It's fucking legless.
It's on suspicion, isn't it? This horse has been,
second up.
He came here as a horse that ran in the Arc last year.
Yeah.
And so it's like, when's this horse going to stand up? But I'm not sure.
People are just getting desperate to find something else. It's just such a shit race, isn't it?
Look, I suppose.
Will this be $1.65 tomorrow, or will it be shorter?
Oh, it's got to be $1.60. It's coming off not much.
Third to Winks and Haraki.
Third, but it could have been 6th. It's like there was 5 of them.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I don't know how it gets beat. How does it get beat?
Well, I suppose it does. I suppose it does.
No, pick there. 2,000 metres good. Continue to
No, it's somewhat on top. There you go. Probably I'd be willing to take.
Now we come to a juicy,
$1.80, which means I won't bet it.
A juicy, one of the few $125,000 class ones.
Yeah, it's always a good.
It's always a good little race, but
Shitbags from the Blue Colours won it last year off the Kembla Maiden.
And
then the year
seems to be
before that,
more.
remember David Payne's horse that got up the inside?
I'm
heavily backed.
I'm tipping a maiden in the race. It's a maiden, isn't it? Fucking imaging? Yeah, it's a maiden.
So the market sees $3.60 Octavian Augustus, Craig Williams, barrier 1.
Fucking leave me out. Second up, going up 300.
$5 Nemrud is second favourite. $6 Calabasas.
Best horse in the race.
Then we're out to $9 Bring Me the Bling, $10 Earth, $10 Hesdelin, $13 Albalisa. And what happens here? I mean, Hesdelin's got the blinkers on, might find itself in front here. Octavian Augustus jumps out and is immediately on speed. Calabasas was restrained to the tail the other day, but is easily on the speed here. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure he'd like to ride Earth off the pace, but it could go forward.
Why the hell wouldn't he have nominated Akatur for this race? What a shit in.
I don't know.
That's the right lead up to
Well,
Newcastle.
after watching Wednesday's race, it would have shit in. But if it hadn't run on Wednesday, I would have said Calabasas was a better run than Akatur's at
Calabasas hasn't had a city start yet, which is interesting, isn't it? It's sitting up there and it's yet to have a city run.
But even still, my comment is, why wouldn't it be in this race? It's $125,000
Oh yeah,
race.
Of course.
I know it trotted in the other day.
But don't you think they've got big plans for Akatur, I think. So it was more.
Have
like,
they? Maybe they haven't. Maybe they haven't. The fact that it ran around on the Wednesday, not in this race.
Well, I'm saying
Why
they
wouldn't you
do
have it-
because it ran on the Wednesday.
What if he'd nominated for this race and gone around on Wednesday and backed up into this race? It'd be $1.50.
Well, hang on. Calabasas has got
Did you see the way it won?
Hang on.
It
Stop.
was so impressive.
Calabasas has got an SP on it. Akatur.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know.
Calabasas's run at Beaumont was better. It wasn't balanced. It was behind it.
I thought it was a shithouse run, actually.
Well, I
like,
thought it was
it had the
fantastic.
race. It, you know, like he just summed up the race beautifully.
Who tied in?
Whoever rode Calabasas.
Tight.
It was heavily backed.
Good.
Yeah,
And you could see why it was heavily backed when you watch the running of the race. You go, oh, well, of course, you know, it's been primed by it's third up. It's had the 1350, 1300 or whatever.
Yep.
And he's just going to have last look at these.
Did he expose
Like,
himself as a little bit of a...
Yeah.
I thought
Suck.
he did too. A little bit of a suck.
No, I totally disagree. It didn't look balanced in run. There was a bit of a sort of pullback off heels. I think it was the best run in the race, and I'll be back in Calabasas tomorrow with some confidence. I'm not going to be having a house on it.
I must admit the $6 drags me in this race.
It seems like I'd make the 7 or 2. I'm a bit about
I'm
it,
going to be 7-2, and I'm going to be a bit... Ugh. But, yeah, I'm going to be on it tomorrow, unfortunately. But I think it's a suck. But we have a race full of maiden winners.
That's okay. That doesn't matter. And interestingly, the 2 3-year-olds that went around on Wednesday that owned their races, Borton's Fork and Akatur, they
And
went
Nicholas?
to Wednesday. Well, yeah, but he won a 3-year-old race,
Okay.
right? They went to Wednesday, raced the older horses, towed them up. Octavian Augustus went to Wednesday, and
Morton's Fork would shit this race in if it was like... Nicholas would win this race. They've been 3-year-olds.
yeah. Can we just talk about Octavian Augustus here? That's favourite at $3.60. Craig Williams barrier 1, and the run last start is pooey. It's like, and who says it's a miler anyway?
Yeah, I don't even think it will be favourite.
I think this is one of the few races on the program where the markets have got it wrong.
Yeah, but the market is like it's a pineapple.
The
this
horse
market
that
anyway.
should be favourite is Nemrod.
Why?
Horse that should be favourites is Calabasas.
Nemrod.
Nemrod will beat Calabasas even gazillion billion.
Okay, so you owe me $1 million.
Do I say so?
So what? Double or nothing?
Fucking oath.
Yeah, okay, you're on.
Fucking
You're
oath.
on.
Nemrod. It was. We look. I did the previous show. What was it? 2 weeks ago, and I said to you, this horse is rooted from barrier 1. What costed the race? Barrier 1.
Yeah, and
Well, it's had the run over the mile. It's third up.
See, I'm not saying it's third up. I'm saying it's fifth start, first prep.
I'm saying third up. That's a 55 race day regular trial. Okay, so it's fit.
Glass half full there.
oh, very
I'm
tricky.
tipping Nemrod is a topic here, clearly. Should be favourite. Calabas sucks me in because of the price. And Hesdelin is a very, very, very promising horse. Hot stable, I know I keep saying that. Ridden by Glenn, so we need good Glenn to turn up. I think we do an $125,000 race.
What about the fact that the horse that we're all very sick of, Mo Queen, but she ran around with those horses that all were in the finish last week in the Valadero Blooming Stakes.
Yep.
Like the,
I think that's a good lead, and I think this horse is easy to be on tomorrow at the price.
it's a weird little race, this race, and it often is, and I don't know what the right line is. I'm tipping Earth, which I think is limited, but it's just going to be perfectly ridden, and has managed to at least stick its neck out in front of 2 horses of 1 since. So,
Yeah, fair enough. And what are you saying, Gordy Boy? One.
One.
so
You
it's
don't
Pretty
see-
keen, like the $6.
So all of a sudden you're on Mark Wall's team now.
Oh, yeah, maybe
load of money.
this is me sucking up.
One dirty email. Well, I'll tell you one thing about your horse, Mr. War. It's a bit of a suck, but it's the best horse in the race.
that's the Dulcify. We'll finish this part with the Roman Consul.
All right, do we talk about this Roman Consul? Best 3-year on Australia going around against a couple of nice horses.
$1.65 Astern, $3.80 Capitalist, $12 Guard of Honour, $14 Russian Revolution, $21 Bar. Now, Guard of Honour, Russian Revolution, Eldovino with the blinkers on, sort of poking away up the inside. Capitalist takes takes a sit and
What is capitalist?
Stern's on his back.
Shit, it is.
Yeah. So what are we saying about? Well,
Stern.
Capitalist is a key runner, obviously.
Well, it's second up. It come off doing absolutely nothing the other day. It's had the trial since.
And it was a lovely trial.
Yeah, of course it was.
The short trial, was it good?
Oh, for me, I penned it purely because it just trials fantastic all the time. So
Yeah,
I'm
but why
just
would he
going to
trial
go.
it over
I'm-
800? Why wouldn't he give it a longer trial?
Well, doesn't it, Stern, just tip itself
It
here?
is Snowden. It's-
So is there a problem with the Stern or not? Wasn't it
no
supposed to go to the
problem.
Caulfield Guineas?
There has been a little hiccup.
No,
or
they're going to
something.
aim at the Coolmore, aren't they? Oh, Bloods. Had some bad bloods or something like that.
Have bad blood,
Well,
wasn't it?
no bad blood. That's another Mark War horse.
Oh, I don't know. Don't they test the bloods all the time with
You
these
stop sucking
horses?
up the wall.
Hey, anyway, and also they're aiming at for the 1200 metres down at Flemington, aren't they? For the stallion race or whatever. So
Look, it's a moral, and there's
Stern wins.
there's half a danger, and it's not capitalist.
And it's not capitalist.
Stablemate, Russian Revolution.
Obviously, second pick. It's easy.
I
It's
lo- I
Russian
love
Revolution,
I love
third
it.
guard of honour,
Yeah.
and you probably can't afford to lose in the El Divino at
don't you
30 to 1
think the
event.
Stern were better over 1200 than 1400?
Oh, it's a beautiful race for it.
Beautiful race. Sets up
21 days off, back to 1200. This looks lovely.
Yeah, look
to
out,
me.
X.
We just tipped it both immoral.
Yeah.
And you're saying, don't you think it
There's another point. Look, the only question mark I had was 1400 metres back to 1200 metres. And then the more you look at it, it sets up perfect.
Sets up perfect. Sets up perfect. Russian Revolution, I'm with Mark there, and not much else doing.
I'll go in Capitalist and Guard of Honour as my...
Capitalist, sticking solid way.
I'm not sticking, I think it's the
Slipper horses. I always
good,
fucking
you know.
hate the slipper horses. Anyway, that's the end of part one. It's been pretty exciting. It's been cold in the park today, so I hope you're enjoying this because the old Glenster forgot his jumper.